back for day 2 for the Give Back Classic. Gonna hope for another good run, I guess. I didn't really expect to finish second or top 3 or top 5 or anything yesterday, so hopefully we can continue the momentum. Gotta be more karts. A lot tougher competition, and the track's gonna be different, but we'll see, I guess. Hopefully day 2 is as good as day 1. All right, I think we're pretty much ready to rock. My hot rod's ready. Larry's hot rod seems ready. This is what I'm going to be running in Predator. Kyle wins on this kart all the time, so if I don't win, I might retire. And then we got our second kart, so I'm no longer down to just one kart. We got our second Evolve. So big day, big things are happening. Hopefully we can have a good run in this thing, because if not, I might actually quit, because Kyle wins in it all the damn time.
Go ahead and make your way to the grid, please. Pro Junior Predator, make your way to the grid. You are done racing. Please return your transponders. Thank you.
fuck yourself right off the bat.
Dang it.
Drop down there.
This is Predator 375. That's Alex in the front.
Trying to run too long. Go with me! Hold the line, Ryder.
Alright, I'm gonna start this by saying sorry that the day 2 video kind of sucks, but we had many issues with the cameras. I completely missed the clone light feature because I turned the camera on, but I never actually hit record. I like making the videos and everything, but obviously it's not like a huge priority. Like obviously getting on the track and racing is the #1 priority. So I just wasn't thinking about it and I just forgot to hit record, which is a bummer because the light race was actually a better race than medium. So it would have been really fun to watch, but I'm an idiot and I forgot to hit record. And for like the Predator stuff, I have a GoPro 11 that I've been having trouble with. Either it doesn't record at all, or it says that it has a problem with the file, or it says that it ran out of battery even though it'll be at like 80% and it'll just like turn off. So whenever I went through the footage, I had hot laps, me sitting on the grid for qualifying, and then absolutely nothing for the feature. I don't know what's wrong with that camera because it kind of has a different issue each time. It either says like the files can't be recovered, or it says that it ran out of battery even though it has like a charged battery in it. So that's an even bigger bummer because I won. I qualified pole, I led flag to flag, and the only thing I have is a 2-second clip of me actually going across the checkered flag and like celebrating. So it just sucks because I had a good run in Clone Light and I won Predator, but is what it is. So going back to that, it was a hell of a weekend. We ran second on Saturday, which is cool. I didn't expect that. I would have probably been happy with the top 5, but to fall back and come back up to second was awesome. I qualified 13th in lite, which wasn't that great, but we went out for qualifying and I had a pretty good time, put down a good lap, but my transponder didn't pick up. So I had to run back to the trailer, get the transponder out of the Predator cart, and they let us switch tires and stuff, but obviously they were rushing us because they want to get it ran. So they were like, all right, get it on the grid. So we struck real quick on the grid, and then we sat there for like an entire class. So we sat there, so we didn't get to go out on nice prep tires, and I was like a 10th slower. So looking at the board, if I would have had my original qualifying lap, my original time, I think I would have qualified 6th or 7th. But my second time out was slower, so I ended up 13th, 12th, and I finished 8th, 7th. I don't remember. I got clone medium and light mixed up because they were very similar. But I think if I would have had my original qualifying time, I probably would have held on to that 6th, 7th area because I did go forward and I feel like I was catching the guy in front of me a little bit, but is what it is. Crap happens. It's not always going to be perfect. It's no fault of anybody's. It's just an error in the timing system, and that happens all the time. So I'm not going to be too upset about that. Like I said, we made forward progress all day, so that was good. Medium, I just qualified bad. I qualified 13th or 12th, I don't know, and I finished 7th or 8th, I don't know. You have to watch it in the video because I don't remember, but we went forward there again too. We got faster every time we went on the track, which is something that we haven't been doing, so that was awesome. And then the Predator was just like smooth sailing all day. Hot lap really good, qualified pole, led every lap, and won, which was great. I know I've been super down on myself and super bummed and like not sure what to do, and I still don't know what to do because the Predator stuff was not my cart. That was all Larry. Larry took care of it. Larry did the tires. He did it all. He gave me everything I needed to win, and I was finally able to pull it off. I've ran his stuff a handful of times now, and I have a 3rd, a 4th, a 4th, and a 6th. So it's nice to finally get a win for Larry and not be his worst driver, or the only driver to not win for him. So super pumped about that. He gave me a good piece. I hope we can run for him again some more in the future. I don't know when or where or anything, but hopefully he had a good time. I know I did, and good weekend. Owasso was obviously a disaster. I finished basically dead last. I think I made like 10 total laps all day. It was awful, and I was really down on myself. So to come down here and have a good run Saturday and Sunday, both days, and to pick up a win was just freaking awesome. Huge confidence boost. I definitely need that, especially since this was a bigger show. The competition on Sunday was insane. You know, you had Jared John and Dickerson and Ian Keeling and just all these fast dudes, and to be kind of in the mix a little bit was good. That was a good weekend. We're picking up time. We're getting better, but we still got to find some stuff. You know, the 8ths and 9ths are fine, but you got to get better. You got to keep going. And looking at the feature times on Race Monitor, I was still 2/10 off of the leader, which honestly for me isn't that bad. Last year I think we were a full second off the leaders, and then maybe towards the end of last year we were about a half a second off the leaders. So to only be 2/10 off, we're definitely making progress. I just got to find more, got to keep working on it, you know. Just is what it is. You just got to keep working on it. It was a good weekend. Huge thanks to Kirk. She worked her butt off all weekend. She made the right call pretty much all weekend. We got faster every time out. Larry, of course, you know, like I said, he gave me a great cart to run, and we were able to get a win, which was awesome because I really wasn't sure I was going to win a race this year. I really just didn't think it was going to happen. We're not running Cridersville. We're not running locally. We're traveling a whole lot more and racing against some really, really, really tough guys, and really wasn't sure I was going to get a win. And even though it was just Predator, I don't care. It still counts. Some of these Predator guys are freaking tough. When you line up in the grid and they got leather jackets, you know it's going to be a tough one even in the Predator. So super pumped about that. That's it. Just a good confidence boost, something I needed. It was good to get back down to Wheelersburg. I haven't been there in a really long time. I saw people I went to high school with. Not so much old racers from back in the day, but just randomly running into people at like a restaurant that I went to high school with. It was kind of cool, I guess. So good weekend. We're not racing next weekend. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. Maybe I'll sneak away somewhere and get a little video or something. I don't know, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry this video doesn't have all the race footage, but I just didn't hit record in Clone Light, and my GoPro 11 freaking sucks. So we'll see you at the next one, and I guess that's all. Thanks for watching. Oh, actually, I'm back. I want to add something real quick. So I've been doing this for a really, really long time. Believe it or not, I do have some feature wins and quite a few of them, but I've never won a big check before, ever. And I finally got one. Finally got my very first big check. You can see some here in the backgrounds. The 2 green one on the top are actually for RC cars. Believe it or not, I got big checks on RC cars before I ever did go-karts. And then the bottom, the big one there on the bottom is actually from the Front Row Challenge out in Oskaloosa, Iowa. I got that off Terry McCarl, and had Brian Brown sign it because he won it that year. But got my first ever big check for the go-karts after 20 some years and however many wins and whatever. I finally got my first big check. I told Larry I didn't care about the money or the winnings or any of that. All I wanted was the check. So we're gonna get this thing hung up, and I will look at it every day, just like I look at my Fast Time Award from the Midwest every day. So hell yeah, first big check. I'll take it.